We lost him.
We're going to go ahead and get started with our post-race media press conferences. We are now joined by our race winner, Tyler Reddick, driver of the number 2 Roland Chevrolet. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll get a wireless microphone to you. Start over here with Lee.
Lee Spencer, RacingBoys.com. Congratulations, man. You really gutted it out. Take us through your day, because it wasn't just one thing that happened to you. It was one thing after another. And if you could just, explain it to us, and then I have a quick follow.
Yeah, it was just a wild day. Like you said, we had a great car. The day started off great. We were doing everything we needed to do as a team. I had a hiccup on pit road. We lost a couple spots from there. We had a speeding penalty. The 10 and I were going down pit road, and I think Ross and those guys maybe missed their speed limit a little bit. So he was pushing me, thinking he was running his speed limit, but we were speeding, and I was trying to slow us both down. But that hiccup put us back, and I don't know what happened. I like running close to the wall, and I just ran into it. I don't understand it. But where I hit it, there's a plate that connects like 2 segments of walls or something like that. I think they have a gate there. And it really killed the right side of our car, and it was coming apart there towards the end of that second stage, but we were fortunately able to still score stage points, come down, and then go to work on fixing it. And then as you alluded to, the day kept getting crazier as we were working on it. It took us longer than planned. We came out way behind the leaders, and we were 2 laps from getting lapped, and we somehow got lucky. A caution came out and saved us and threw us right back in the mix.
Was there something with the jack stand, too?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Like the jack post or something must have broke, or some bracing broke when I hit the wall, and something fell out of the car. Something broke. I don't know what exactly that it was. They thought it was a jack post, but it was dragging around on the racetrack, and then eventually popped out right when I got back on pit road. But fortunately, it didn't end our day. We were able to throw tires back on there and go back from there.
And Randall's not here to talk about it. He's probably watching the Blues
I don't know where
game.
he went.
But I'm kind of curious, the relationship that you have developed in just such a short period of time, the camaraderie between you and Randall and Derek. I mean, it's just, you don't see things like that as quickly as you've been able to develop that chemistry. Can you just talk about what it is about the three of you? It's like the Three Musketeers or something.
Well, Derek and Randall have worked with each other before at Ganassi when Randall was crew chief and Kyle Larson. So Derek and Randall already knew each other. I knew Derek from my days racing at Chip Ganassi Racing, having him when I was part-time. The dude's always on it. He's very passionate about racing. He's very passionate about what he does. And, when I worked with him at Ganassi, that was something I just really enjoyed about him. With the unfortunate thing that happened to Chip Ganassi Racing in their Xfinity program this year, Derek was looking for a spotting gig, and I was still trying to figure out who I was going to have spotting for me. And as soon as that opened up, I got him immediately, and Randall was on board with it because he's worked with him before. And me and Randall, to answer that half the question, me and him just spent a lot of time together. He was at the championship party we had at Whiskey River, like from day one, the season ending. Even as we were celebrating my past championship, we were getting to know each other, have a few drinks together, have fun together, and that's really just pushed along everything. Yes, it does. He's raced dirt, he's raced asphalt. His brother owns Millbridge Speedway, so he loves racing like I do. We have a lot of things that we can relate on, and me and him just get along really well. It's a great relationship, and it's crazy to think that this was his first win, but I was really happy to get him his first win too.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire. With everything that did happen today, when did you sort of feel like it might be your day? Was it when you basically stayed ahead of the caution there when that opportune caution came out and you were about 200 yards from going a lap down at that point?
I knew something There was some reason why that I don't know. As soon as I missed that wreck where the 00 and the 1 got caught up, and I somehow missed it, and the 23, did a great job of leaving me a way out of it too. When that wreck happened and I missed it, I'm like, so there must be a reason that I wasn't in that wreck. Like, there's got to be a reason I haven't wrecked yet. So it was just a lot of fun to just work our way back to the front. And then once we got that top 5 and had those cautions and broke out where we needed to, we were able to go get it. It was a lot of fun.
And what happened in the incident with you and Noah there?
Yeah, we were all I felt bad for Noah. I don't know if it completely ended their day, but it definitely made it a lot more difficult. He was doing a really good job of pushing me, and I was trying to push Cole Custer and Chase Briscoe and Justin. We were all making the bottom work. Everyone got really settled in, I guess you could say, unfortunately running the top. But I was really glad we were able to work together and get the bottom rolling. I hate that one of the few guys that actually wanted to do something and gain track position and put on a show for the fans ended up getting caught up in a spin. But, you know, I had a lot of fun racing Noah. He's a great guy. I'd be mad if I was him too. You know, he got underneath me, and I was just trying to block all I could, and unfortunately we got together and he went around. So, you know, sometimes blocking works, sometimes it doesn't. Unfortunately there for him, the way I was driving bit him.
We're going to go to Chris, Jacob, Matt, and finish up with Jeff.
Chris, NineCatchHunts.com. Tyler, can you explain your craft with your blocking style with Derek? Do you know, does he even have to finish what he's saying, or are you already doing it? Because it was unbelievable what you guys were able to do today.
Yeah, you know, I'm listening to what he's saying. I can see it, too, pretty well. I was having some problems with my mirror vibrating bad, so it was kind of difficult at times today because I couldn't really see that well what was going on behind me. So I was relying on him more than I probably would in the past with the mirror. But at the same time, pretty much we were completely synced up. What he was seeing is what I was seeing. And it's just so comforting to have his voice in my ear telling me what to do. I'm doing it what he says, but a lot of the same time as I'm watching, I'm taking in what he's saying as well, and it flowed really well today, and we had to hold the lead.
We only actually have time for one more question. We're going to go to Jacob.
I got to qualify a cup car. Sorry, guys.
Jacob Seelman, Speed Sport Magazine, so I'll finish it with this. Everybody's been asking when you answered that today. How big is it as the defending champion to say, okay, here we are, we're back in victory lane?
It was nice. You know, we've been so fast all year long. Been so consistent, scoring stage points every opportunity, and every race that we've been in this year is awesome. We had one wreck. We had, you know, one race not go our way at the beginning there at Daytona, but other than that, we've been inside the top 5, and that's been a lot of fun. It's been awesome, and I can't wait to keep it rolling as we go into Dover, battling for that Dash for Cash as well.
Tyler, congratulations and good luck in qualifying.
Thank you.
We are now joined by crew chief of the number 2 Roland Chevrolet, Randall Burnett, and NASCAR Xfinity Series managing director, Danny Lawrence. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll get a wireless microphone to you. Start here with Jacob.
There we go. Jacob Seelman, Speed Sport Magazine. Now, before I ask my question, Randall, I have a message from your brother. He says it's about time.
Yeah, he's already been wearing me out.
Oh, I'm sure. In all seriousness, though, you've waited a long time for this moment, and I'm sure going into this year, figured it was probably possible with somebody like Tyler. What's it mean to you to check the box, but to check it at a place like Talladega?
Well, I mean, you know, especially with all the adversity we went through today, to get back up there and fight for the win was pretty amazing. Said a lot about our team. Said, you know, we've feel like we've gave up a couple this year so far, so it's kind of nice to redeem ourselves. It's really cool to get your first win at Talladega for sure. You know, it's never a dull moment here, and I think if anybody watched that race today, they'd agree. It was one of the better Talladega races I've seen in a while. So it was really cool to be able to get up there, and Tyler's just an amazing talent. Like he's all over it.
We will go next to Lee.
Lee Spencer, RacingBoys.com. Danny, I find it hard to believe that RC's never won an Xfinity race here. I mean,
yeah, I heard that actually during the broadcast. I was sitting up there with Randall, and I'm like, all the races we've won here with Dale Earnhardt and this and that, and it's one of those things. Well, and also this is Randall's first win as a crew chief, and so we're celebrating multiple things today. But I'm gonna tell you, the group of guys that Richard has put together, the team, the RCR, I mean, we have come back together as a group, and you're going to see a whole lot more of us. And it's a great day for us.
I mean, Randall, you can hear the camaraderie between you and Derek and Tyler. You guys are just having a blast. I mean, it doesn't even sound like a job to any of you. It just really sounds like you have embraced this moment. You finally got a racer behind the wheel, and I'm not saying you haven't had ones in the past, but it just seems that the chemistry is just, for us listening to it, and we're not as intimate as you guys are with the situation, but it's pretty amazing from our standpoint.
Yeah, you know, me and Tyler, I know, you know, I've known Tyler for a little while off and on, you know, and so we hit it off right off the bat, you know, like getting to work with him is great. You know, we kind of come from the same kind of background, you know, growing up racing go-karts and things like that. So we hit it off right away. And, you know, I worked with Derek when he was spotting over at Ganassi, you know, so, and him and Tyler got a great relationship. And so it makes it a lot of fun for all of us. Like we've all worked, you know, we all kind of work really well together. And I think we're, you know, we feel like we're really fortunate to be in the position we're in. You know, we're leading points. We're having a great season so far. You know, we've knocked our first win off right now. So we're just having a lot of fun with it, man. We really enjoy it. You know, we got a lot of great people we work with. It makes it enjoyable. And bringing fast cars every week doesn't hurt either.
We're going to go to Matt.
And the cards one. So we got that going for us.
Matt Weaver, Auto Week. Either one of you guys can answer this, actually. I'm not totally sure what happened to the car where Tyler got into the wall. I know there was like a piece of the wall that was unique that caught the car. But my question is with this year being the first year of the composite bodies, could Tyler have hit that part of the wall in the way he did last year and been able to win with the car if it was the old body?
I don't know. I feel like if it was the old steel body, it probably would have caused more damage and potentially hurt us more. I think the composite bodies we're running right now, I think they're you know, they're very durable. They're, you know, you can go up and hit the wall, and like you saw Tyler at Homestead last year, you know, like he'd go up and hit the wall when he was leading the race down there, and you couldn't do that with a steel body car. So I feel like it would have destroyed that thing, you know. It would have been a lot more work. So I feel like it would have definitely hindered us if it was an old car.
I'll add something to that is we went to California Speedway and we got on the wall twice in first practice and in the second practice. And we had a significant amount of damage, and we ended up racing that car and ran very well. The difference between today and what it used to be back in the day is like our group, RCR, works really close with NASCAR and the other manufacturers, and we came up with this thing together, this body together, to try to have something that would help even the playing field. And it has been a blessing in disguise. I'm gonna tell you what, we can run the same car at a short track that we can at the Speedway, and that car right there, it'll actually come back, like the quarter panel will come back. You do lose some crush panels and stuff, but it has been one of the best things that we've done in a long time, and it's a testament to NASCAR, the teams, Chevrolet, the OEMs all working together to try to make something that's better for the competitive side and NASCAR and be able to officiate.
Any additional questions? Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
Get set for tomorrow's Geico 500. Landon Castle.